All right, so now let's take a look at slope-intercept form. So this is slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b, where m equals your slope and b equals your y-intercept, which is just where, a fancy way to say where your line crosses your y-axis. And that's only because if you say x is 0, so you don't go sideways with your x, the only thing is left is up and down, which is your y-intercept. Okay? So we need to graph this line. That's what we have to do first. So to graph this line, the first thing I'm going to do, I put my background on so that we have, some lines here because I'm not a great drawer. I'm going to first label or plot my y-intercept. So if I put x is 0, y is going to be 1. So my y-intercept is going to be 0, 1. Over 0, up 1. So now there are two ways you can do it. We can substitute some values, or we can just use our slope. So we'll do both, okay? So if I make my table, right? So if I'm going to figure out some values, it's going to be easiest if I put values in for x. Usually you need 3 points to make a line. So x, we want to do negative, 0, and a positive. Those are going to be our easiest points to use. Now I already figured out 0, that's 1. I'm just going to fill that in. But if I take my equation, negative 2x, whoops, plus 1. Now I'm going to put a negative 1 in. So then I'm going to end up with y equals negative 2 times negative 1 plus 1. Negative 2 times negative 1, positive 2 plus 1. So that means my point would be negative 1, 3. So negative 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Last, if I put in my 1, negative 2 times 1 plus 1. This is going to be negative 2 plus 1. That's going to give me negative 1. So my point would be 1, negative 1. Over 1, negative 1. Oh, look, and that lines up. Look at that. I didn't know that would do that either. Like make it straight. New trick I learned today. All right, perfect. Now, if I wanted to just use my, let's get a different color. If I wanted to just use my my slope, so I start with my point right here for my y-intercept, right? My slope is negative 2. So that means if I write my slope, rise over run, right? Up and down, over back and forth. Now I can either make negative 2 into a fraction. Well, I have to make it into a fraction, right? So it's going to be negative 2 over 1, or I could write it as 2 over negative 1. They're both the same. If I were to simplify both of these, they would still end up being negative 2, right? So that means my rise, negative 2. That means I'm going to go towards the negative 2 spaces. 1, 2. And then I'm going to go towards the positive 1 space. Oh, look. Ends up right there. I'll do it again. Towards the negative 2 spaces. 1, 2. Towards the positive 1. Oh, maybe it doesn't work with that color. All right. Or I can do it this way. Positive 2, negative 1. So let's start here, right? Positive 2 would be up. 1, 2. Negative 1 towards the negative. Right there. Positive 2, negative 1. Oh, look, it does work. I just didn't hold it long enough. All right, so two different ways to plot this line. Next, y equals 3x minus 2. Okay, so same thing. Here's my lines. Oh, this is really handy. Okay, there's my lines. Y-intercept, if I plug 0 in for x, my y-intercept is negative 2. So 0, 1, 2. Negative 2 is right here. Now I just want to use my slope. So if my slope, rise over run, is 3 over 1, I could also do negative 3 over negative 1, right? So that means I can go positive 3, 1, 2, 3, positive 1. Positive 3, 1, 2, 3, positive 1. Or I can do negative 3, negative 1. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, negative 1. And there's my line. Okay. All right, next. All right, so they give us this equation in standard form. This is standard form. I don't like standard form. But they give it to us there. But they want us to put it in slope. Oh, they want us to find the slope and the y-intercept. Easiest way to do that is to change it into y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to show you two ways, okay? So first way, 3x minus 9y equals 18. All right, so keep my y here, negative 9y. Move my 3x over. So it's positive, so I'm going to make it subtract. Now divide by 9, right? Divide everything by 9. This by negative 9, this by negative 9, this by negative 9. Okay? That means that I have y equals 18 divided by negative 9 is negative 2 minus, oh wait, negative 3 over negative 9, that those cancel, plus 1/3 x. So now if I just rewrite it appropriately, y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Now I know my slope is 1/3. My y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Now, an easier way to do it. Now, you probably noticed looking at this that all three of these numbers are multiples of 3. So right away, I can divide the entire thing by 3. It's going to give me things that are a little easier to work with maybe, okay? So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, those look smaller. I like that better. Same thing, negative 3y equals 6 minus x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. Y equals 6 over negative 3 is negative 2. Negative 1 over negative 3 is 1/3. And then just put them in order like I did here. Okay? Oops. All right, slope-intercept form. Same thing we just did. Now look, they're all even. So we can do that again if we want to. But if you don't, that's okay too. So negative 2x plus 4y equals 6. So I'm just going to move my stuff. 4y stays equals, I've got to take my x and move it over. I want to put it in order while I do it too. So it's negative, so to move it over, I'm going to make it positive. Oh, whoops, but I don't need the plus. Just kidding. 2x plus 6. So all I did was take this. When I moved it over, it would be right here. I reordered it, like in one step, that's all. All right, now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. But remember, you have to divide every term by 4. You can't just divide one term by 4. It doesn't work that way. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. We don't really need it. It's a pretend one. So y equals 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. Plus 6 divided by 4. If I just divide top and the bottom by 2, I get 3 over 2. So I'll keep that. So there is my slope-intercept form. All right, now they're getting fancy. I'll change my color again. And they want x and y intercepts. Can't make these people happy. All right, so we have 3x plus y equals 6. Well, first, I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form. My y equals mx plus b, because that will give me my y-intercept. So y equals, I'm just going to take my 3x and move it over, negative 3x plus 6. Now see, I just moved them around. So now, x and y intercepts. Nobody cares about slope. My y-intercept is if I put in a 0 for my x, what's my y? My y is 6. So my y-intercept equals 0, 6. Now x-intercept is a little more challenging. So what I would actually do is use your original equation. Because if for y-intercept, if you plugged in the x has to be 0 because it's where your line crosses the y-intercept, so you have to have a y, then your x-intercept is going to be the opposite, right? You're going to put 0 in for y. Now, if I put 0 in here with this equation, that might be challenging. So instead, I'm going to use my original equation and put 0 in for y. So 3x plus 0 equals 6, right? We don't need that 0. And then divide both sides by 3. x equals 2. So that means my x-intercept is going to be 2, 0. Okay? Remember, y-intercept, where it crosses the y. So you have to have a y. X-intercept, where it crosses the x. So you have to have an x. Okay? I think this is the last one. All right. Slope of the line containing those points. Okay. Not as hard as you think it is. Okay, take a breath. First thing to do is to just choose one point for the like start and 1 point for the end. It doesn't matter. We'll do it both ways so you can see, okay? So if I choose -3, 2 is going to be my first, and 1, -1 is going to be my second. It does not matter, okay? Using your equation, all you have to do is take x of your first or your second point, subtract x of your first point. Oh, but it's rise over run. So we have to do y's first, sorry. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now these little numbers down here just signify first point, second point. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to label them. No one cares. All that matters is use the same coordinates first or second in your equation. So these should be one set and this should be the other. Okay? So remember, slope is your rise over run. Rise goes up and down. So if you have your coordinate plane, y goes up and down. Run back and forth, x. Okay? So like the stairs, right? If you're going up the stairs, you better step up before you go over. Otherwise, you're going to trip. Okay? Rise over run. Rise first, then you run. Okay. So let's get back to our equation. All right. So define your slope. Choose one point that you're going to put in the front, and the other point you'll put in the back. It doesn't matter. All right. So if we choose this as 2 and this as 1, using our little numbers right here. Okay. Here, let me erase this. There we go. Okay. So y2, x, y. y2 is 2. 2 minus y1, -1. Over x2, second point, x, -3, minus x1. Minus x1 is 1. So we get 2 minus -1, which is actually 2 plus 1. 3 over -3 minus 1 is -4. So that actually just gives us -3/4. Now, what if now I told you could do it the other way too. What if I switched it around and said, okay, well, now I want 1, -1, -3, 2. Okay, so y's first. So if I do -1 minus 2, sorry, 1 minus -3. I'll get -1 minus 2, -3. 1 minus -3 is 1 plus 3, it's 4. I still end up with -3/4. Great job.